Good morning, Amber Goodrich here at the Yourself Fed. It's Quick Tip Tuesday, and today I just wanted to bring attention to bloating and or discomfort, or uncomfortable bowels, or any sort of symptoms like this are not normal. We should not feel bloated or gassy after we eat. And like those, those old style days where they're like, you had to unbutton your pants to feel comfortable after a meal. Like that's actually a thing that we should have to do after we eat. So if this is something that is commonly happening to you, that you feel bloated a lot, or you have really uncomfortable bowel movements, or anything along those lines where you suggest digestive issues, oftentimes that indicates that we have an intolerance of some kind that has not been managed or identified. So one of the best ways to know if you have a food intolerance, if you're somebody who does go through a lot of bloating, is to do an elimination diet, which I know is a pain in the bum. It seems really unfun, but once you can pinpoint what's causing that discomfort, it's really nice to be able to aim towards fixing that. And the interesting thing is that food intolerances are not always permanent. And often if we heal our system, we can heal or fix the intolerance. Sometimes they develop because our system is so busy fighting off other fires that it can't properly manage these things that are coming into our system. And so the good news is that a lot of intolerances are, you can make them better through better nutritional choices. So the top intolerances, if you wanted to do something like an elimination diet, the top intolerances are dairy, specifically lactose. A lot of people are lactose intolerant and don't maybe produce enough enzyme or any of the enzyme lactase to break down the sugars within dairy. Gluten is a big one, which is a protein found in grains. Egg whites is another one where people are intolerant, may not know. And then FODMAPs, which are, let's see if I can get this right, fermentable oligodimonosaccharides and polyols, which are basically short chain carbohydrates that are not digestible, and they go through and they can feed our gut bacteria, which is not necessarily a bad thing in a healthy functioning digestive tract, but for some people they have an intolerance and it does create extra gas and bloating. And those are things like found a lot of times found in fruits with a lot of fructose. Fructose is a FODMAP, and especially recently when we started kind of pumping in a lot of high fructose corn syrups, we saw an elevated reaction to fructose within the population. So just be aware that if you are one that experiences a lot of bloating, that's not normal. And I would encourage you to do a little bit of looking into possible reasons for that, which sometimes it's just an unidentified intolerance. And then once you give yourself the ability to heal from that, you can bring those back in. I've known plenty of people who were lactose intolerant. They gave their bodies, they healed within, and now they can't tolerate that. And I also know people who've been lactose intolerant their whole life, and that's just something that they have to deal with. So just know that bloating isn't normal. And so I would encourage you to dig into it if that's something that you're experiencing. Anyway, that was a little bit longer than I intended. And the only reason I bring it up is I'm doing a no dairy November. And if you have questions about that for me, I'm more than happy to share my journey with the no dairy November. Anyway, until next week, guys, eat more, eat well, eat happy. Bye.